What's up, Case?
What's up?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, we're live.
Can you hear me?
Good. That's a good thing. Yes.
Who do you think's the first person?
And that is a good thing. I don't know. We got 7 people watching. Let's see.
All 7. Top fan Tony? Top fan Tony? I got my money on Tony.
I don't know. If you're out there watching, let's hear it. I do not know.
Is Jason Duran alive? Is the question.
I don't know. I don't know. Again, Shadle is watching. Shell is watching. Oh, nice backdrop, Case. Tony is. You nailed it. Top fan Tony.
Boom, baby. Yes, I designed this myself in my garage.
Yes, we will get on that in just a minute. Screw it. Since we don't have COVID Kevin is back, and as I said, and so are we. We had a nice little 2-week hiatus from the show, or has it been 3 weeks? I don't know. It's just 2. I was kind of wore out after that Texas Pitmasters virtual showdown. Congratulations again to Ernest Cervantes for taking that home. Glad
and
that, America. Even though our boy Caleb Warden, who we saw last week, narrowly missed out. But what's up? Name's Rob Rocha. I'm with the So Smokin Gooder Show, coming to you from the Bullhorn headquarters in Cypress, Texas. Just coming to you just to have a little fun tonight. Nothing really planned. We're going to have this interactive show with everybody watching. As always, is my show partner, Mr. Case Hahn. What is up, Case?
Hey, good evening, everyone. If you're out on the cooking trail, good luck this weekend before the government shuts you down. But yeah, what's up, Rob? We are happy to be in the house still standing in Dickinson, as we've had an eventful week here at the house, and so yeah, no, we're still blessed and glad to be hanging out with all you guys tonight. It's been a couple of weeks between baseball and Father's Day travels, and Rob got some cooking in Pearland, and so we decided to get on the interweb tonight and see what you guys are up to. I know some of you guys are out cooking. If you had a cook-off, where are you at? I know Livingston's going on, and but tell us what you're up to, what you got going on. Are you staying safe? We thought COVID was going away. It might be back, so we're back, baby. And so entertaining you on our Friday night time slot. So
you see that scroll? You see that?
Yes.
COVID Kevin. He's back. He is back. We did have cook-offs are back, and they kind of are still. There's a cook-off going on tonight. A couple this weekend. A big one out in Seguin. There's another one in Livingston going on this weekend. But the Seguin one has some points chase ramifications going on. So we'll hit on that in just a little bit. But Case, I know you had a rough week. I saw your Facebook post. You called me personally to tell me. Yeah. Your house.
There was 8 fire trucks in front of my house.
Your house got hit by lightning.
Yes. Blew a hole through a vent in the water heater vent, lighting the attic on fire. And so I was trying to be as cool, calm, and collected when you called, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? My house is on fire." And you're like, and you just kind of like, "Okay."
I was like,
"No, really." And you're like, "What's that sound?" I was like, "That's fire trucks in the background." So, no, we're truly blessed. We were home. Lightning struck the house. Scariest damn thing that I've had to. It was loud. I was taking a nap, and so.
If it woke you up, it must have been pretty loud.
Yeah, and then proceeded to fry just about anything. So we're glad we have internet, and so we didn't have internet earlier in the week. We're still without a dishwasher, a few televisions, the garage door opener sticks. If it was plugged in, we got to get new stuff. So.
Tony Tanachi says you were cooking meth.
That's the rumor in the neighborhood, but I promise that is not what we were doing, Tony. No meth was being cooked at the time.
What's up, Tony? Robert Shadle's watching. Weston Kimball, Juan Mendoza, Paul Martinez. I think that's Poe. Miguel Acosta. Of course, Tony Whitney. What's up, Whitney? And Anthony Katea. How's everybody doing? Whitney says that Jesus was trying to tell you something, Case.
Yeah, you know exactly. So we've come to the conclusion of what happened, right?
No, what?
So we haven't really talked about it on the show. You and I have talked about it, but I went and a couple weeks ago had a physical, and the determination was I was fat.
Oh, that's right. I do want to hear about this. We have not
so
talked
I got a
about this.
Professional opinion that I was fat, and so I've been diagnosed with being fat. And so about the fourth time he mentioned it, I was like, I got it figured out. And so when we tie it all together, I went to lunch that day, and we were went to order my lunch, and they asked for sides, which is normally 2 sides of mashed potatoes and gravy, and I ordered green beans and squash.
Oh shit!
And so we think we put 2 and 2 together that the squash caused God sending a signal to me to say, what the hell are you doing? And so that might be how this is all tied together.
Squash. I mean, why? I get it why, but why do you go to the squash?
Well,
that's like the worst, man.
Come to find out, a blood type of sweet tea is frowned upon in the medical world. And so a couple of weeks later, I think I test positive for half and half tea, and so we're working on it.
Well, that's good, man. Get that under control. We can't wait to see this new, slimmer, healthier, vegetable-eating Case Han. You've always said I don't eat vegetables, but I think that's changing now. Vegetables are your friend.
My house caught on fire.
Fat boys for life, Shadle says. Don't be a quitter, Case. Don't be a quitter.
I have to tell you, since Shadle comment, of course, those who don't know, Robert Shadle is a Houston Fire Department firefighter. And so when they were, the fire was relatively contained. We live in a townhome, so it's a shared building. And so the fire was actually in the townhome next to us, but we had one roof. And so they, true story, they asked if they could gain access to my attic on my side. The power's cut off. There's fire trucks everywhere. And me thinking, certainly. And so I open up the door, and I just walk in my damn house. And I go all the way up to the stairs, the second story, and I pull down the attic, and I look back, and there's literally 6 firefighters with oxygen tanks on. And I'm in what I was taking a nap in, by the way, because I got the hell out of the house. And the guy just looks at me and he goes, "You need to go." I said, "Yeah, I'm probably not dressed appropriately for what I'm doing." I don't know where the firefighters in League City and Dickinson came from, but they were all 6 inches taller than me. And so, needless to say, I guess it's in the documents, if they had to drag my big ass out of the house, they sent the biggest firefighters they could.
Yeah, well, luckily they didn't.
Hats off to all those guys.
Yes.
Those guys were like, I grabbed my fire extinguisher. I'm not sure what the hell I was going to do with it, but I had it.
They spray water. They don't give a shit where it goes, right? It's you getting some water.
No, our neighbors getting all new everything.
Yes. I see Susie from Fong's team is watching from Texas Extreme. Hello, Susie. Holly's watching. Breck Weber from Tin Roof Barbecue. I just saw an article in Texas Monthly about him. Congratulations. What's up, Breck?
That's one of my favorite places. You know, when I used to travel and work for Sears, it would piss me off because they're closed on Mondays, and I would travel to Atascocita, which is where Tin Roof is.
Yep.
If I forgot and made my travel plans on the day they were closed, because I literally ate lunch every time I was up there, and so the stores knew I was never coming to visit on a Monday in Atascocita just because of Tin Roof.
There you go. Everybody saying glad you're okay. All jokes aside, glad you're all right.
All good.
Tony Tanache says you already have the figure of an eggplant.
Thank you.
Old Tony. So COVID Kevin, I think he's making a comeback.
He is.
The governor today announced some more guidelines that we have to follow. Bars are closed now. Restaurants went back to 50%. I didn't see it all, but all that means, masks are in order here in Houston. So lots of our things that we got used to for the last 4 weeks are coming back down. So that might have a factor into some cook-offs, but it already has. A couple majors cook-offs at the end of the year. Memphis in May, it was already postponed from May to October. That has been officially canceled. That's going to be pushed back. They're going to miss 2020. It's going to tentatively scheduled for 2021 sometime in May. And the Jack, we got word last week, the Jack Daniels Invitational, that is officially canceled. 2 majors got hit by Rona. Houston made it. The last major out there is the American Royal, and from all indications, they are still planning to go as scheduled. But I think I've said it on the show. I don't think this is going to happen, man.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. Given the size of that event, the amount of judges that you have in that room, and the amount of teams, with the Jack, around 100 teams or so. The Royal, we're talking 450 and up, and that's a lot. It's a lot of people inside that track. We've been there multiple times now. Fantastic group, fantastic facility, well run event. But a lot of people come to the turnstiles, not just for barbecue. That Friday night is a busy night. I don't know if it's as wild as Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, but for it's a busy one, and so when we've thrown our party, and I just don't know how that I don't know. It's a tough one. There's a scientist or somebody a lot smarter than me that's going to have to make that decision. It's not just the Royal. I think a lot of things are impacted right now.
Yeah. So you've seen some NASCAR events without fans, right? They're racing just on the track. I know that the baseball, they're starting back up, starting at the end of July. I haven't heard anything about fans. I don't think fans are going to be allowed to go to games at this point.
The Texas Motor Speedway, I'm a season ticket holder there. They rescheduled their race that got canceled, is going to be run on the 17th of July, and they did invite season ticket holders. If you wanted to come watch the race, you can, but you can't bring coolers. We're going to reassign your seats. You can't go to your normal campsites. They're going to police it to make sure you're not you're social distancing in the campgrounds, which is just a big tailgate party.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. As we looked at it, I was excited to do anything other, get back to some type of normalcy. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for me to go up there and it's a 2:00 race in Texas with not allowed to bring your cooler in. I don't know if I can do that.
That's going to be tough. Gotta love Tony Tenache. Watch out for the ropes in the NASCAR garages.
What a zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadle still feeling the Royal party time. I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know if that's going to happen, or if we're even going to be. Normally I'm sponsored to go. That our company that I work for, Tadano America, sponsors me to go up there and host a party for our dealer that is up there, Blue Hat Crane, and who knows what our financial situation will be for that too. So I'm leaning. We have registered. We have signed up. If it happens, we'd probably make an effort to go, but it's going to look different, even just on our end, just to go up there and do it. So Fong might have a chance this year. Just saying. Doubt it.
Not even.
Doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can write that down.
Yes. Tony Shadle just wants to go again so he can rub the first GC's crotch. That was a classic photo. But so speaking of cook-offs and COVID, right before we got on, I spoke to the promoter of Fish and Fiesta, which is going to happen next week in Freeport. Mr. Ron Martin. I literally got off the phone with him right before we came on. It is happening. They've got approval from the city even after the governor made his announcements today. They have done lots of efforts so far to practice social distancing. The spaces are going to be all spread out. That park, and if anyone has cooked it before, normally there was a fishing tournament that we had to share that park with. The fishing tournament is happening at a later date. So we have the entire park, so they're going to be able to have larger spaces for the cook team, more distancing between the cook teams. The way that they are doing their judging is going to be under a pavilion, wide open area, which they can space out. He mentioned each team's going to have a picnic table that is going to be wrapped in plastic, that once we're done, they just pull the plastic off. So they have done every precaution to make sure that this thing happens, and they've already got the approval from the city. So this thing is happening. He did assure me that it's happening. I asked him how many teams they are at right now. They say they have the capacity to fill at 75 teams. Right now, I believe they're sitting at 50. So if you guys are wanting to get in, I suggest you do send in your form over to Ron Martin. It's on the IBCA website. Fishing Fiesta next week in Freeport. It is definitely a go. Bullhorn Barbecue will be there, giving it another go at a cook-off. So we're excited about that. I'm excited to go out there.
I've seen the photos. That one's always July 4th, and it's looks like a fantastic facility. I've seen your pictures on the water a few times, and so yeah. So if you're sitting at home and you're itching to go, there you go. Breaking news tonight, and so hats off to those guys. I think I just read that. Thanks, Sheila. I think hats off to all when you listen to that work that goes behind the scenes. And I don't knock any promoter, any event that's ever canceled an event during COVID. But for the ones that are putting these events on, they're already tough to do. Now you've got a boatload of new regulations, a boatload of new rules. And so hats off to the guys there in Freeport and Fishing Fiesta for putting in the extra precautions, putting in the extra work. And but hey, good luck and hope it's a fantastic event next week.
Yeah, so if you guys are wanting to do that, I suggest you get in now. Send in your application. You can pay at the site, but they do need your application in just so they have, enough judges and whatnot. Give those guys give them a heads up, right? You don't want to just be that guy that shows up and you can't get in. So make sure you send in your entry form. And there are fajitas going to be they normally do a steak on Friday, but this year it's going to be fajitas. And then, of course, the 3 meats on Saturday. They also have a fireworks show for 4th of July on Saturday night right on the water. It is a good event. It's a lot of fun. We've had some success there, so that's always a good thing. So we're looking forward to going out there and do that. And hopefully they got, 75 teams out there. That'll be fun.
Yep, absolutely. Hope it fills up. Did some cooking last week, Rob?
I did. You wouldn't know it from the top 10 names that were in there, but I did. We went out there and tried our hands at the Kids Unlimited, which is, I feel like that's my stomping grounds. You and I have had success there. Didn't turn out that way. This was my first cook-off, and no excuses. But I actually thought we did turn in some good food. Although Fong said my chicken did not have any flavor. I guess he was right because it didn't hit final table or nothing. I got no calls. That fell out in the second round, which I do like the new judging tag tickets thing. After the event, you can go and see what round you fell out. There were 4 rounds. It was the first round, the second round, final table, and obviously top 10. And chicken and our ribs fell out in the second round. We had a 13th place brisket in a pretty stacked field of 66 out there. So it was fun. Tony, surprised I didn't get a walk. Thank you, Tony. I was too. We were very confident going into awards, but that's just the way it goes. We did feel like we had a good cook, but that's the name of the game. So we do want to shout out to the people that did get a walk out there. And what do you want to do? Let's do the top chicken was Jason. 5. You want to do 5? Top 5 chicken, Brian Crawford, Crawford's Barbecue, Paul Martinez, Poe Meskin. Good job, Paul. Bill Manning, BJ's Blue Smoke Barbecue, Phil Breeden, Lucky Charms, Jason Sagmiller Race Crew. All of these names, man.
Those guys are pretty good.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, everybody in the top 10, top 10 or top 5 pork ribs, Danny Luera, Incognito, James Brooks, Boss Barbecue, Adam Martinez, Damn If I'm Poe, Get Up Chucky. Second place was Jason Sagmiller, Race Crew Barbecue. And first place was Hector Cantu, Barbecue Holics. Apparently he is I should know this, but he's in the top 10, I believe, in points chase. And he's from the Valley. Your favorite people, Case. They came and took your contest. Fifth place brisket, Josh Martin, Top Notch Barbecue. Alex Castro, Houston. Great name, Houston Barbecue. Third place, Big O's Barbecue, Stephen Oler. Second place, Bill Manning, BJ's Blue Smoke, and Gilbert Velasquez with Hot Ashes Barbecue. Overall, top 10, Alex Castro, Stephen Oler, Adam Martinez. Seventh place, Danny Luera. Sixth place, Hector Cantu. Paul Martinez, fifth place. Gilbert Velasquez in fourth place. Third place, Phil Breeden with 16 points. Reserve Grand Champion, Bill Manning. BJ's Blue Smoke with 17. And our woo man, the man, Jason Sagmiller, he's hot right now. Race Crew Barbecue blew the field out with 24 points. Way to go, Jason. There were 64 teams was the official number at Kids Unlimited.
64 teams to score that many points with 64 teams is one hell of a cook. So congratulations.
We did get a top 5. Shout out to my wife, Diana Rocha. She made a chocolate cheesecake in a Dutch oven. It was phenomenal. It was really good. Great job, Diane. First place, since I mentioned it, was Meredith Billick with Half Lit Cookers, number 2. I don't know what she cooked, but congratulations to her. But also going on that weekend was the Texas Pepper Jelly No Excuses down in Beeville at the South Texas Barbecue Emporium. Yes, Oscar was there. What's up, Oscar? I had a good time hanging out with you. He'll be at Fishin' Fiesta. I'm glad to see him making the trip down here. Get Up, Chucky. Yes. Let's see. What else do we get here? All right. Let's go down to Beeville. Top 5 again. Chicken was Chad Marshall. LTP Barbecue. Justin Flores. South Texas Barbecue Emporium. Gary Kelly in third place with Road Crew Barbecue. Second place chicken. Jerry Cardenas was in the tournament. Loaded Smoke. Shane Squires grilling the most. First place chicken. Fifth place ribs, Kit Pulp, Canned Heat. Dwayne Garber, Mid Coast Cookers. Justin Fortune in third place with On Point Barbecue. Justin Flores, South Texas Barbecue Emporium. And in first place, we've heard this name before, Fred Robles, Rio Valley Meat.
I know that guy.
Fifth place brisket, Justin Fortune, On Point Barbecue. Joe Garcia, ESR, not ESL case. Third place was Ira Green, Flying G Barbecue. Second place, making the trip down south, Sean Larkin, Dirty Underwear Gang. Great job on a second place brisket. First place is our friend and friend of the show, Lee Hickle, Red Mules, Badass Barbecue. Overall, fifth place, Fred Robles, Rio Valley Meat. Fourth place, Ira Green, Flying G. Third place, Lee Hickle, Red Mules, Badass Barbecue. The second place, Justin Fortune, On Point Barbecue with 14 points. And that was the reserve grand champion. The grand champion was Justin Flores, South Texas Barbecue Emporium. Congratulations. They had a total of 45 teams. And that was one where Andy Lugo supplied all the meat. So,
yeah.
Can't go wrong with those.
The guys at Meat Hustler. A lot of work for Andy to get that meat provided. That's a fantastic event. Meat's provided. You show up and cook, bring what you got, and hats off to Justin. Justin also got the award for longest travel at that cook-off too. So he GC'd it and he got an award for the longest trip.
Really? Shortest walk. Yeah. Tony Tanache, 64 teams. That is why Ryan Gordon didn't get a walk. 30 teams too many. There's a lot of truth in that. Lot of truth in that.
That being said, while we laugh, don't forget anytime that we bring you wrap-up events like that, it's brought to our good friends at Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics here in Houston. They are the absolute best when it comes to making your barbecue pit, your work truck, your personal car, banners, you name it. If it can be printed, Cheeto and the gang is the people to reach out to there at Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. And they're right here in Houston, just on the Beltway of 249 near the horse track. If you need it, they can make you look good. Trust me. Just in case we don't get walks, our trailers and our events and our tents and everything else look damn good going down the road, and those guys make it happen.
So Top Fan Tony is watching, and I'm going to give a personal shout out to Top Fan Tony. He is making some pasta sauce right now, and he's Italian. He's a Canadian Italian, so he knows his way around some Italian pasta sauce, and I got to tell you, it's pretty damn good. I've had 2 bottles now from him, and so if you want to,
I've had nothing.
What's that?
I've had nothing. You
got to pay for them. Case.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
No, but they're great. And he also has a barbecue sauce, which I bought. I haven't tried it yet, but so I can vouch for the pasta sauce for sure. It is good stuff. My family enjoyed it. My kids liked it, so that's a plus right there. So I hope there's no liquor in this pasta sauce, Tony. Possibly, yes. But no, if you guys want some pasta sauce, reach out to Top Fan Tony. He's in the comment section right now. He can hook you up, and it's really good. It's really, really good. Just right above that ragu, man. It's right there. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's super good. Robert Ramirez says it's damn good. What's up, Robert? I bet Tony would be into trades, Case. What could you trade Tony, Case?
I have no idea. Tony, just throw out some ideas out there. Case burgers?
Oh, there you go, for sure. He said the sauce is PG rated. No alcohol in the sauce. I was wondering why I liked it so much then. Case, you are on a diet, remember.
Thanks, Wally.
It's probably low sugar. I think it's appropriate. I don't know. I don't know. Case, are you able to drink right now? I am. I'm having some delicious Buckle Bunny. I was watching Yellowstone. You ever seen that show yet?
I have not, but it was worth my dad leaving early on Father's Day weekend to go back home and watch it. So.
It's a great show, and one of the scenes, I'm not going to say anything about the show, but one of the scenes is this guy, he tries his hands at bronc busting, right? And so they say, "Hey, you're going to have all the Buckle Bunnies on you." And he's like, "What's a Buckle Bunny?" And I said, "It's a refreshing beer." But it's not. It's not just a refreshing beer. It is zero sugar Case. It is also.
Everyone is concerned about my health right now.
It's a lady that chases the winners of these bronc busting and bull riding contests. But yes, it was funny to hear the word Buckle Bunny on the show.
It's also got a rabbit with a tramp stamp on the back of the can. So
a Colts tramp stamp. Terrible.
Yes.
I think you pointed that out. But it is good.
Had an interesting little package show up at the house this week that did involve fried electronics. Our friend Craig Sherry launched. He's been teasing his brisket rub and chicken rub. Made a post this week or maybe over the weekend that his brisket rub and chicken rub was now available for order at Texas Pepper Jelly. And so I went ahead and.
Uh-oh. There you go. What happened, Case?
Right there.
You're back. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, sorry.
Are you still using your neighbor's internet?
No. His house is right. So went ahead and ordered some products from Texas Pepper Jelly and Craig just to see. You can never have enough rubs in my house when it comes to spices. And so anytime you and I've gone anywhere, you just call the house, I probably have it. And so was pretty excited. Got a hold of his brisket rub and his chicken rub. But I had a second box show up at my house. And I called him because he's in Livingston cooking. Good luck this week, Craig. Be on the lookout. Craig's got a chipotle rub, a 3-pepper, and probably your favorite, jalapeno.
I like me some
And so he's
jalapeno
got
rub.
a full line. He's got a full line of rubs coming to you. And so we knew his rib rub was out there, brisket and chicken. But a handful of people have their hands on the other three. They'll be coming out extremely soon. And I promise you can hit up the barbecue store, and Dustin will have everything in stock momentarily, and you can order all of it. But Craig not only is a great guy, his sauce is, well known, but the rubs are fantastic. I had to crack open the brisket. It's got the peppery flavor that I like, nice salt in it, and I think you'll really like it. For anybody just watching the show wants to try something cool at the house, King of the Cul-de-Sac. I know we all kind of have our own favorite rubs and things in our techniques from a competition standpoint. But if you're grilling at the house and want to step your game up, man, hit it up and hit up Texas Pepper Jelly or the barbecue store real soon, because some pretty awesome products are coming from Craig.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious. I want to try it. So you gave us some good props on the brisket rub. So I'm looking forward to trying that. But so this weekend we mentioned there are a couple cook-offs. One in Seguin, which has some head cook, top overall cook ramifications tonight or this weekend. It will end the fiscal year for the head cooks chase, and Phil Breeden is currently leading. He's got a pretty good 400-point lead going into the final cook-off. But after that, man, the top 10, they're all within, 1,000 points of each other, which I think, with a cook-off that size where they're at, you hit GC, you could definitely alter where you finish in the from top 10 to top 2. Lee Hickle's currently holding the 2 spot at 11,631 points. So it'll be curious to see how that plays out and how the top 10 shake down right now. So
if you're in the top 10, here's a little word of advice from your friend Case. Pay your damn dues, so I ain't gonna listen to the drama next week. And so
that is a good point.
If you are in the top 10, check your dues. Make sure you're a damn member before you start crying that you got knocked out of the top 10.
Damn, let's see. Caleb Warden is in 20th place. Oscar Garcia, who's watching right now, he's in 22nd. Get Up Chucky's in 18th. Paul Martinez watching 16th place. We mentioned Ira and Danny and Fred and Hector. They're all in the top 15. But then the top 10, you got Matthias, Jerry, Chuck Long. I believe he's in Region 1. Sagmiller in 7th. That surprises me. I thought he'd be a little higher. Alan Freeman, Aaron Leslie, friend of the show, which we will have our next Gooder giveaway with Texas Oil Dust Products. Bill Purvis, big-time friend of the show, is in 4th. Tommy Smith, and, of course, Lee Hickle, and then Phil Breeden. So curious to see that shake down and see where that ends up. Craig does make some of the best flavored pectin. I think that's a backhanded compliment. I don't know. Let's see. No clue. Different Oscar? Let's see. No, I don't believe so. Oscar. We'll see. We shall see. So, Oscar, I can't wait to hang out with you next week. We'll listen to some Landslide from the Dixie Chicks, or they're just called the Chicks now, Case?
The Chicks now. They're the Chicks. Are we going to have to change the name of our show? Does that piss anybody off? If you're offended by the show, go ahead and put that in the comments now. Or do we just have to make sure it never comes back? Oh,
it is a different Oscar. Unless you're just a scholar of words, a wordsmith, then maybe you would be offended by this Gooder show. But Gooder is a word, as Kay said. It's originated at Sam Houston State University.
Eat 'em up, cats.
Eat 'em up, cats. But so my schedule, again, we're going to be cooking this weekend, or next weekend, in Freeport, 4th of July weekend. And then it'll be curious to see what Tomball does for the I was scheduled to go July 17th and 18th. I know you mentioned a NASCAR event. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, but if that falls through or whatever, you come hang out with us or even cook it. That'd be fun. But we're going to be at the it's called the COVID Cook-Off. This was the Our Heroes Wear Combat Boots Cook-Off that got postponed to next year. That happens in the spring. So they renamed it, or they just created a new cook-off that's going to be called the COVID cook-off. Sad if the COVID cook-off gets axed again. Right?
Looking at you, Kevin. Looking at
yes. COVID Kevin. So the Tom Ball, they're pretty strict on how they do things up there. My son plays, both my boys play in the Tom Ball Little League, and that got axed today. Their season got officially canceled. I think we got 3 games in before they called it. So hopefully fall ball will happen. We'll see. Who knows? I don't think anybody knows. In fact, I know no one knows what's going to happen today or in the near future. I had a town hall meeting with my company today, and we're prepared to stay at home for a couple of years, man, if that happens that way. So
office window. Did you have a corner office with windows? You're good.
I do. I'm in the office right now. This is where I work. This is where I live. Basically, for the last 4 months, I've been living in this room right here. 3 months, however long. So I'm all right. I'm prepared. We're handling business, but hopefully,
I really didn't care if you were at your real job or not. I just bother you during the day all the time, anyway.
Pretty much, but it's. Oh yeah, Whitney. All Oscars look alike. No, not true. Not true. Oh, Shadle just signed up for Fishing Fiesta. Shadle will be there. I will be there, Shadle. In fact, I'm going up a day early. I'm going to go and prepare and get my stuff done. I'll be up there on Thursday during the day.
Nice.
And so that's the plan, Stan. So hopefully, well, like I said, if your plans fall through, come hang out or even cook with me again. That'll be fun. And we will.
July 4th, man, wherever you're doing, be safe and celebrate all your freedoms, like wearing masks and not sitting at every table at the restaurants. And no, let's not turn this into a debate. So.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe Tony will be there. Tony, I don't know. Tony seems to show up on all these things, which is fun, which we always love to see Tony. Tony can, like I said, if you're wanting some sauce, maybe he'll be at Fishing Fiesta and come pick that up. But, man, I think that's going to wrap it up for today, unless you got something else going on.
No, it's good to hang out with you guys tonight and come to you, get some updates. Congratulations going into this final week for all the cooks. Good luck. It's been an interesting year for sure, but for those that were able to get in there and get some cooks and tack on some points, congratulations to you. Good luck to everybody chasing that top 10. That's definitely something to be very, very proud of. And have fun this weekend and get some smoke on.
Yeah, Tony mentions again the brackets, and I am terrible. I know I'm terrible at this. But, Tony, if you were to win, which there is a high probability that you have won, not saying you did, there's a high probability that you did win. What would you like to see in your Texas pepper jelly prize pack? Case brought up a few rubs. You mentioned he makes the best pectin. Again, I think that's a backhanded compliment.
Call me Tony.
Dude, me. I think Case got your prize pack, Tony.
Call me.
Case officially won the bracket.
Hook up, baby. Thank you, Craig, by the way. Thank you.
I think Case officially won the bracket, looking at that right there. No, we'll get it. In fact, okay. End all, be all. I have no more baseball to worry about. I do not have a contest to worry about this weekend. So I will tally up the totals this weekend, and we will make an announcement. We're gonna do the next week's Gooder giveaway on Tuesday. So Tuesday there will be an announcement for the Gooder giveaway and also the winner of the Texas Pitmasters Virtual Challenge Players Pool, sponsored by Texas Pepper Jelly. So there you go. Tuesday, I made it done. It's happening. It's out there on the interwebs. So that will happen. So
your prize anyway, may look like the bag just came to my house.
Yes, it does. Yes, it will. So anyway, well, that's going to wrap it up for tonight from the So Smokin' Gooder Show. I'm glad you guys stuck around with us. if these contests continue to get canceled, you'll see Case and I on Friday nights. Otherwise, we'll still figure out a schedule. And now I don't have to worry about baseball. That was kind of the reason why we haven't come to you the last 2 weeks, because both of our schedules are up in the air. But it sucks. It does suck. Eli was really coming to his groove in 3 games. He had a couple of doubles last week. Evan was hitting the ball too. So, dang it. But anyway, that's going to free up some Smokin Gooder show air, and also a couple cook-offs maybe if they happen. We'll see unless COVID Kevin makes an appearance.
But do us a favor and take care of yourselves. Take care of your friends. Let's keep grinding like we have for so many weeks right now. I had multiple reminders the last couple of weeks how lucky we are to be able to come and do things like this and cook off some tailgates and drink beer and hang out and be with our friends. And so one of the things we enjoy is coming to you guys each and every weekend. So it's good to come back on here. Holler at you, Rob. And thanks again for everybody. Awesome update for Fishing Fiesta. So let's fill that cook-off. Those guys are working their tails off to have a great event. So let's fill that one up, get 75 teams out there. Big thank you to Craig for sending me lots of cool stuff. And hats off to everybody that supports this show. The Barbecue Store in Hempstead, Texas. Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. Carbach Brewing here in Houston. Eureka Heights Brewing also here in Houston. Keeping us hydrated and keeping the fun in Club Bullhorn each and every event. Guys, take care of yourself. And good night to everybody out there in Barbecue Nation and you too, California.
The last thing I want to wrap up is Rick's RV and Mobile Repair Service. He brought out an RV for me last week, and he's going to be doing that throughout the year at a couple special events that we do. It was a great RV. It wasn't his. He's got a whole bunch of line of different RVs. He also does mobile repairs. So hit him up. I will put his number in our comments today. But great guy that came out and set it up and did everything for us, and I can't thank him enough. And hopefully we'll see him next week at Fishing Fiesta. I know he comes out there with Fong. I won't have an RV next week, but we have a room rented. But we're excited to have him as part of the show as a sponsor. So anyway, that's going to wrap up like everything Kay said. I'm going to let him close it out with his line. Y'all know.
Do what?
Good night, Barbecue Nation.
I already said it once, but I'll say it again.
Oh, good.
Good night, Barbecue Nation. Hell, you too, California.
All right, guys. Later.